I want to say something to the Philadelphia Eagles fans. I met a whole bunch of them yesterday. They are intense. I mean, last night, Dak Prescott honored in the stadium as the Walter Payton Man of the Year. You don't have to. In order to win this, not only do you have to be a good guy, you've got to be a great
human being.
Guy. Like every fiber of your being is great. Your heart is great. Your soul is great. Your essence is great. You have to be great, and to other people.
Yeah.
And you're honored in front of the whole stadium.
Biggest award they think we have in the NFL.
He got booed.
I would expect nothing less out of Eagles fans.
He got booed. They also honor the incoming class of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. They introduce everybody who's there, alive to be there. Last one, DeMarcus Ware. Ooh. They booed him.
Well, like I said, no.
Now, they didn't do DeMarcus any favors. They should have put him on the screen as a Bronco. Will you please?
Right.
They put him on the screen in his full cowboy regalia. Yeah. It's like waving a red flag in front of these bulls all over the place. Boo.
Eagles fans are like school on Sunday, no class.
But they're
gotta respect it though.
Gotta respect it. It's a lot of spite.
I'm not mad at him.
It's a lot of spite in that NFC East, man. A lot of spite in the NFC East, and they're so passionate. I'm telling you, there were tears all over the place. Yeah. But one thing you got, I mean, my gosh, in this league, in this sport, you gotta get the quarterback right. You have to. This team knows it too. You know, you thought you had the quarterback right in Carson Wentz, and then you didn't. And then suddenly, now you got you've paid the guy too. They don't forget the Eagles gave him a second contract, and they were wise to do it. One would think, in the manner in which they did it. They did it early, so they didn't have to overpay in the way that you're seeing other teams overpaying now. But they paid him a lot. And they made their bet on him, and they thought they had the right guy, and then they didn't. And so many teams cannot get out of that vortex. That is an undertow that normally drags you under right to the bottom of the sea. And then they draft Jalen Hurts. God blessed the Philadelphia Eagles with Jalen Hurts. Did they ever? I'm sorry, Cowboy TJ. Did they ever? Ugh. And last night, you know, anybody who thought that this carriage could turn back into a pumpkin, that on the spotlight of the Super Bowl, this kid will just, you know, somehow flinch. He becomes the first guy with 2 rushing touchdowns and a throwing touchdown in the history of the Super Bowl, and he did it before halftime. Come on.
Crazy.
And then he makes that terrible mistake where the ball goes down on the ground. Check out the stats on his drive after that. His deep ball to A.J. Brown.
Oh, baby.
He threw him open.
Yeah.
And A.J. Brown was open. As we know, he's always open from his Twitter feed. But he threw. Look at this catch that you're seeing here. You could see, for those on the radio audience getting goosebumps just talking about it, he's leaning, he's reaching out for it. It's because Hurts put it in that spot that he reached out for it, because nobody on Kansas City would get it. Brown got it. The throws that he made in the third quarter drive to answer Kansas City's second half opening touchdown. He rolled out to his left against the grain, out of trouble. I had a perfect view of it because I was in the end zone behind him and he was moving away from me. I saw he had Goddard open, but just for a little bit, put it right on him. Right on him on a 3rd and 8. They almost went 3 and out. Could you imagine if they went 3 and out? Then it was 3rd and 13. I thought this is definitely going to wind up being an empty possession for them. Nah. Hurts put it in a perfect spot on Goddard. He put it. Watkins had one in his hands. Deep ball. Dropped it. Hurts had it on him.
Yeah.
He's so freaking good. Jalen Hurts and this offense is going to be so much tougher to stop because he can also run it. I'm so glad I led with the whole business of him throwing. Because all this nonsense about black quarterbacks you should be a running back, you should be a receiver. Get out of here. He's such a good thrower and such a good passer and so smart about where to put it. Doesn't make stupid throws or mistakes like his predecessor.
Nate Sudfeld?
Good one.
Oh.
Hurts, most rushing yards by a quarterback at a Super Bowl, 70. He took down Steve McNair's record. Good guy to have a record to take down when you're talking about quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Former MVP of the league, co-MVP with Peyton Manning. Hurts is 15 carries, most quarterback in a Super Bowl all time. He had 300 total yards and 4 total touchdowns. Come on. Third quarterback all time to have 350 total yards and 4 total touchdowns. The other two are Young and Montana. Jalen Hurts is on a list in the Super Bowl with Young and Montana. And in terms of the only quarterbacks in the Super Bowl in the last 25 seasons to have 100 or better passer rating and 4 more total touchdowns in the Super Bowl, Tom Brady's the other one. And Brady needed Malcolm Butler in that stadium to help him win it in that Super Bowl. First player all time to have 300 pass yards, 60 or more rush yards, and 100 better passer rating in a Super Bowl. The only other guy in the history of the Super Bowl with more rushing touchdowns than him is nobody. He tied the all-time record for most rushing touchdowns in a single Super Bowl. Terrell Davis and Jalen Hurts are on the list. He's on the list. He made a list last night in Super Bowl history with Terrell Davis and Young and Montana. Come on.
That's some good company, man.
And also Brown. And how good is Devontae Smith? When he got drafted, just like, okay, he won a Heisman Trophy for Alabama. We got it. But he's so little.
He's so little.
He's so little.
He was, right?
He is.
That was a conversation.
He's thin.
Who's taller than him?
He's still so little.
Boy, can he get behind the defense and make catches. And A.J. Brown to boot. Now, I really hope Kelsey sticks around. Because and Sirianni, I think he flipped the bird at the Chiefs right before halftime. It was 21-14.
He did?
Yeah, Hurts had to tell him, like, put your hand down, man.
Gosh, there you go.
I mean, he's feeling it. I love his passion, though, clearly.
That's
I mean,
what got them there.
I mean, him during the national anthem was just beautiful. This is my way of saying you're good. You got it. And you got a GM who knows how to make it work, and he's going to keep you. He's a guy who's like, okay, let's get Hassan Reddick. Let's get A.J. Brown. Let's get Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Oh, okay, James Bradbury. I know he was involved in that holding penalty. He was terrific all year. Let's get him. Let's get Slay when we can get him from Detroit.
Slay.
Let's go draft every Georgia Bulldog we can.
Yeah, right.
Right? Come on. Okay. You're good.
I think what bothers me the most, Rich, is I thought I'd come in today all happy that the Eagles lost and wanted to talk trash. And for whatever reason, I don't feel that. Like, I almost feel like you just ran out of time, and that's the reason you lost the game. I want to, be happy at the Eagles lost, and I don't feel it because they played so well.
And you know why? Because Jalen Hurts is so damn likable.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Our buddy Gio, the podcaster, was there. The NFL, good for you.
Did you make that happen for him?
The NFL got him a press credential. He asked Jalen his final question of his media availability. Great questions. What are you going to take out of this? This was his response.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
I've never met you in person.
Yeah. What is one lesson that you learned from this game that you'll take on to the next?
Man, I think you want to cherish these moments. You want to cherish these moments with the people that you've come so far with. You know, your family, your loved ones, your teammates, your peers, everyone that you do it with and do it for. You know, and I'm so proud of this team. You know, I will say I'm so proud of this team for everything that we've been able to overcome. Obviously, we had a big-time goal in the end that we wanted to accomplish, and we came up short. You know, I think the beautiful part about it is everyone experiences different pains, everyone experiences different agonies of life, but you decide if you want to learn from it. You decide if you want to use that to be a teachable moment, and I know what I'll do.
Come on. In the middle of all that, too, he sees Gio. He smiles at him, says, great to meet you in person.
Great.
Honestly, what a keeper, what a winner. So, headline, Philadelphia, you're good.
Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
You're good. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.